Hello doll friends, welcome to my channel. This is my doll Shama, whom I bought pre-owned, and now I realize she needs new hair, and so I'm gonna reroot her hair. So watch this video till the end as I go through the process of taking off her hair and giving new beautiful hair that will suit her. I forgot to record how I take off the head. I put her head in boiling water, which makes it easy to take off the hair. Okay, now I'm about to cut off all this hair so that it can be easy to just pull it out. It must be as short as possible, and then you will then manage to take it off. Once the hair is short, then it will be easier to pull it out. So I'll be using tweezers to pull out the hair, and therefore she will be bald so that we can be able to remove all this hair and all these doubles. You see, as I take out the hair from inside the head, as I use the tweezer to pull out the hair, then it comes out with a little bit of glue. There's lots of glue inside the head. You will see when you do that with your own doll, there's gunks of glue inside this small little head. And I must say, it was not such a cute process. It was not a cute process, as this makes the tweezer a little bit sticky, and you have to be patient with removing the hair. As you can see, I changed the tweezer from that long one that I was using, and I'm using this one that looks like a scissor. It's much easier to grip onto the hair as I do this. Okay, I had to speed up the process, and I skipped to where there's almost a whole lot of hair that is off. I'm just left with that middle part of As you can see, I had put the head in hot water, boiling water again. It was to make it easier for the last stubbles of hair to come out. Remember, there's glue inside the head, so it was making it a lot more a challenge of pulling it out. So that is why I put the head back into the hot water. I have taken off all the hair now, and Miss Shama is bald. So now we're gonna need to color our scalp the color of the hair that I'm gonna put in. So she's gonna have black hair, and I don't have paint, so I used what I have, and therefore I used a black marker. I used a black marker to color the scalp or Shama's head. Shama's head. So, which is at the end, you will see I kind of regretted it. So I advise against using a black marker, because the ink is gonna come off the face of your doll. So do not use a marker. Instead, rather use paint or maybe nail polish. I don't know if nail polish will work. So I will try it with my next rerooting. But yeah, so you will see at the end why I say the black marker was not the best option. But yes, I color the whole head, and then I'm gonna let it dry off so that I can start my process. This is not my first doll rerouting. I started with cheap doll that I bought for 10 rands, and which is less than $1. I'm gonna use this Kelly hair to give Shama a new image. Shama is 18 years old, and she is going to her prom, which here in South Africa we call matric dance. So she needs a new hairdo, which in actual fact is, according to my story, it's her natural hair. So girl is going back natural. Okay, I just want to let you know what I use to root my doll. I use a needle. I started with a long thick needle, which I put in through the hole of the needle, and then I'm going to sew in the hair. So I put the hair in the needle. I put it through the holes on the head. As you can see, I pull it out from outside, from under the neck hole, and what I do is I cut it off, or I pull it out, because this is curly hair. It's a little bit tricky to work with, and then you must make sure that you make knots that are thick enough not to pull out through the hole, as you ensure that the hair does not come out. But don't forget to fill up the head with glue at the end of your routine. So stick around, watch the video till the end so that you can see this beautiful outcome of our 18-year-old doll Shama, and see how beautiful she turns out. Okay, I had to do some of the rooting off camera because I'm a mom. I have a 1-year-old who I'm still breastfeeding, so most of the time you can see that there's cut in, cut out of my video. So some of the process I do it off camera, so be patient with the process. I wish I could record everything that I was doing. You see, I've already done half of the head of the camera. Anyway, if I was to do this on camera, it was going to make this video very long, because the video is already 20 minutes long. So imagine if I was doing the whole process. You see, I'm more than half of the head now, and I am loving how my doll is turning out. So see, I mentioned that the marker comes off the face. Remember, Shama's face was peanut butter color, so now it's a little bit gray, but I am gonna try processes of removing this this marker ink off her face as I continue to fill up this hair. Shama's head is quite small than regular Barbie, but I must say it is a long process. But hey, if you want your doll to look different, to look beautiful, give her a makeover, you just have to stick with the process. And see, as I decided to use the small needle this time, because now what was happening is that with the knots at the bottom of their head, through the neck hole, they were filling up the head. So what I do is I put in the needle from one end and pull it out onto the other end through another hole. Just make sure the needle is coming out through another hole. Don't make extra holes, otherwise you're going to have more hair than the head was designed to have. And I use a piece of fabric to push my needle. If you have a thimble, you can use that. Use anything that you can push the needles. The needle is going to hurt your thumb, and pulling it out as well. Find a way to pull out the needle from the other end. So in this process, when I pull the hair on the other side, it's almost similar to when I pull it out from under the neck hole, but I don't tie knots. Some instances you will not be cutting off the hair. It may come through as a double hair, like with instead of pulling out the needle. If don't force it out, just cut the hair and you will trim it at the end. It's quite a hassle working with curly hair, because curly hair makes knots on its own as you try to pull it apart in order to get as little hair as you require for the size of the hole of the needle. you will see there's lots of hair inside that small little head. I just want to apologize for my camera focus. I never planned this recording of me rerooting the hair, so I decided to just record it. That I am a mom to a little child. These things are not easy to plan ahead. Even if you do plan, having little ones in the house making noise and all of that, and being in your space, it becomes kind of like a struggle. But I love my babies anyway. You see, I am almost done with Shama's head. This was quite an experience, and I say I enjoyed it, and I feel like doing another head rooting soon. As you will see my end result at the end of this video, and you are still watching this video, you are still sticking around to see the end process of our beautiful Shama with curly hair. So now I've got that bit of space in the middle of the head that I need to root as well. And remember, I can't from the neck hole. So I will share the process of how I did it. I just had to do it away from camera while my baby was sleeping in the middle of the night. And this was what I got at the end. So what I'm trying to do for the top of the head is I put the needle through from under the hole to pull it out. It's quite a struggle, but you gotta do what you have to do. So here we are. We've got Shama. She's got her head full of hair, and sadly she has lost the color of her skin. You see, everything is rooted. There's no hole, no spaces that are left unfilled. No hole unfilled, but I'd like to advise you with curly hair, when you started at the back, don't root everything at the back. You see, look at her face. It's full of ink. I will share a video of how I actually try and remove the hair, but I'm just gonna speed up what I tried. First of all, I tried toothpaste, as some people say that toothpaste works, but I just wanted to prove that correct or incorrect if toothpaste really does work. But firstly, I tried baking soda or bicarbonate of soda, and tried and scrub it a little bit and all of that. It did not work at all. It just cleaned her face. I will post a video of all these methods that I tried to clean Chama's face, and I'm planning to buy a benzoyl peroxide to remove it. I cannot find benzoyl peroxide in the shops. Okay, now our girl needs to get her head back on in the meantime so that we can see how she looks. This new hair on her petite body. I'm so unhappy with this ink coming off her face. Can you see already her face does not match her body anymore? So my girl needs to get her face back, and I hope we will get her face back. But she is looking stunning. Don't you think she's beautiful? If you're still here, I'd like to thank you for sticking around and watching this video with me. Look at her. Oh, she's beautiful. Isn't she lovely? Yes, I love how she looks. And I will be sharing her dress makeover